かけ違えたボタンを必死にやり直せどうまくはいかない苛立ちと歯がゆさに侵されて計り知れない劣等感に苛まれて誰かをバカにして生まれた快楽に依存した目を背けたくなるようなニュースばかり流れてる人はなんで弱くて愚かなのでしょうか私は誰だお前は誰なんだ鏡につぶやいた言葉で胸が苦しい自分すら見失ってしまったんだいとも簡単に人は人を裏切るけど金と薬は私を見捨てたりしないのようつろなめて首の傷をなって私に言った無邪気な笑顔だった彼女はもうどこにもいない心の壊れゆく音はあまりにも静かだから手遅れになるまで人は気づけない幸せとはなんだ生きる意味ってなんだ答えを出せない自分が情けなくて悔しいよ食いしばったあの隙間から溢れてたおえつが静かな夜の街を響いてゆく夕焼けをかけるカラスの群れにはぐれた羽を痛めたやつが不器用に飛んでいる私はお前の気持ちがよくわかるよ普通に生きるってなぜこんなに難しいんだろう瓦礫の隙間から見据えた光を頼りに探しに行こう生きる理由ってやつをあの日のカラスにそっとつぶやいた私もお前もくたばるには早すぎるだろううわうわ
Good evening and welcome back to the Kingdom of Jerusalem, whose capital is for some reason just north of Rome. I can't quite remember what's going on, except that my laptop has now gone, I can't cope with this. Right. So yes, I'm playing Crusader Kings 2 as Sultana Cotilda the Wise of Jerusalem, who is 59 years old, and there are 12 years to go. Well, 12 years and a month until the until history comes to a full stop, because well, the Ottomans are somehow meant to reach Constantinople in that time. The Ottomans are nowhere to be seen. Now, the Pala Empire might be capable of reaching Constantinople in that time, because they're quite substantial and have been battering at the eastern door of Christendom for a little while. But in the meantime, Sultana Cotilda is doing her best to preserve Fraticelliism in Central Europe, though looking at this, it appears that she is being rather beaten by the Holy Roman Empire, which has like gone, oh, lots of lovely little duchies in West Francia. Let us eat them all up, and indeed all the way out to the Atlantic. So yes, this is this might be a bit of a problem. One consequence of moving her capital being in all the way over here is that it means it reduces the size of armies she can raise, because her capital isn't even in the same de jure empire as most of her vassals. So it would probably be good to get her capital back over into the Middle East somewhere. And I think she has a kind of a plan for that. Indeed. Oh yes, but things have got rather distracted by the fact that her that one of the the King of Arabia, yes, the King of Arabia has revolted against his liege, and so and he is Catholic, so that's presumably related, and therefore she is currently on the other side of a war against the said King of Arabia, and possibly doesn't want to be also trying to get herself a county, because she actually got a county. Oh, she's got a county, yes. She's gained Acre from its previous owner. And indeed, that's why there's that pile of troops in Acre. Right, yes, I remember. So she could actually move her capital back here to somewhere that's a little less under-upgraded. And is also like in the correct de jure empire and indeed kingdom for many of her vassals, which would almost certainly improve the number of troops she can have. So I am quite tempted to shift capitals back here. Yes, she owns Spoleto, but it's not actually a sensible place to have your capital when all your vassals are in the Middle East. But I can't do that because I'm at war. Right, yes, that's where we were. Right. So we need to flatten this this revolt first. Conveniently, I've got this nice army of 10,000 troops standing around in Acre who have just dealt with someone else, and we can obviously use them to beat up those bits of the enemy army that are conveniently to hand. This bit appears to be currently being led by the ruler themselves. So that will probably be an excellent place to send my army. I mean, they may be about to move, but like we'll probably want to raise some other troops as well. But like, let's head over there and see what we can accomplish. Because like I can raise plenty more. How scary is the revolt then? Yeah, he's got 29,000 troops at his disposal, and while my liege is probably going to be doing something, might be doing something, depending how efficient he is, it would almost certainly be helpful if I also helped. And this probably qualifies as a defensive war. Yes, so it won't annoy my vassals if I raise all their troops. So let's switch back to a more sensible view. So that lot can probably reasonably be gathered in one county along with those. They're probably not going to run into any enemies in the process. And we've got some quite small armies over here. That lot are too small to be useful. That lot should be dismissed and re-raised on the coast. And then I think we do what we usually seem to end up doing here and putting a bunch of people onto ships and joining them up with the Red Sea armies. What? Is that too... Oh. There we go, right. So now what have we got up here? Obviously that lot can be merged. That lot should probably get together. That lot are reasonably decent. So we can march them down to the coast. Don't think we really need the Kentish troops or the Iberian lot. Aren't that many of them. Oh, yes, it looks like we have a Latin army as well down here, so that's nice. Right, well, this seems to be a good start. And a new emir of Galilee who appears to dislike me. He's the wrong religion. But I can't demand that he convert because he's the wrong, because we're at war at the moment. I can't revoke his title comfortably, and he hasn't yet done anything illegal. But we should keep an eye on him in case he does. All of the revolt troops around there have just been disbanded, right? So someone else is faffing with his armies, apparently. Well, in that case, let us turn and head down this coast. So that lot are heading to Zabid, while I'm heading to Tajura. Possibly other people are... Now let's collect my troops in Tajura. We'll have a decent number of them once we get them all there. There appears to be a tiny rebel army here. Well, we'll flatten them once we've got ours organised. We're already losing war score. Is that just from the attacker controls all their holdings? Right, yes. So we probably want to besiege something cheap early on. Ideally something where the first holding is a temple like there.
So your boss ended up with an enormous revolt.
Yes.
How careless of them. What were they doing?
There are all these Catholics about, it's a problem. So yes, somewhere like Medina or Alcacer would be good for right, that lot already needs to be put on a ship. And they could, well, El Arish is traditional. Right, that lot are now in vaguely the same place. Not sure there's a lot of wind splatting that army, but we may as well. He's revoking bishoprics. Stop it. Let me stick my... Where are you? You're in Galilee. Specifically in Antioch. There. Let me dispatch my court chaplain to try to improve matters there. Oh, I can't because he's currently busy proselytizing somewhere else and can't be moved yet. Oh well. The enemy have curiously shifted to a different county. I mean, we really don't care about that lot, but it'd be nice to squash them while we can. That lot are still in shattered retreat. Oh dear, Anjou has lost their holy war for Normandy. Much of Normandy appears to be part of the Egyptian revolt. Is that still Normandy? Yes, that's still Normandy. Right, yes, so there is that Duchy of Normandy there, but there is still the Duke of Blois, Catholic. Anjou is still Fraticelli, isn't it? Yes. Oh, we've got a decent-sized army there. Let's stick them on a boat. And if we're going to have a boat coming in from over here, it may as well also pick up that lot. So that's going to be quite a big army by the time we get there, isn't it? We might do well. We've still got anyone coming in by sea, yes. There's that lot marching over the Abyssinian mountains, which probably not actually a wise thing for me to do. We appear still to have managed to leave this army alive, which is just silly. Right. There, properly spotted. Our Emir of Galilee is continuing to be a nuisance. Oh, Medina's mountainous, that's nice. If we are careful. We might be able to do something there. That lot still marching through the mountains. So we may have to leave them for a little bit and not bother. Wait, let them take their own sweet time getting through the mountains. And go and get ourselves into a position to get into an enormous fight in Mecca, because obviously that's a sensible thing to do. Mecca is only desert, so it is actually quite a sensible place to get into an enormous fight if you're going to. Eck. There's quite a lot of enemy troops up there. Let's run away. Oh no, run away by a different route, apparently. Still a bit worried about that army. Actually, maybe we should move this lot somewhere. So if we do that, that'll get us a reasonable number in about the same place. Is this lot... Right, yes, we can now reload that lot. Shove them over there. Let's drop them off in Acre rather than down in El Arish. And then we'll generally take Amman. That should be fine. Right, you are in some way a Dispolato. You're my grandniece. Great niece, sorry. Yes. That's nice. You're probably not going to be useful because history will soon be coming to a stop. All right, there's some rather low supply limit. The supply limits in Medina are okay, right. Let's settle down in Medina then. Eginolf has an opportunity to become deceitful. I don't know, you're not a very interesting person. Stay deceitful.
Eginolf is obviously something spelled backwards.
Yes. I didn't make it up. Right. So there's... Let's have you lot instead converge there. No, I don't think that lot are going to be foolish enough to attack me in the mountains, are they? No, okay, no, I changed my mind. Keep going to Amman. We want to get a decent number of troops together there. So my aim here is that we supply limit 20k, good. Is that we basically build up, have one army in Medina, one army in Tirana. Well, we're at least cheering up the Emir of Fars, and then we converge on Mecca with them. And if we have a big enough army, even though Mecca is desert, yes, whereas both of those two are mountains, so this is quite a sensible arrangement, actually. You need to pay attention to what's going on up here, though. This is where things look a bit dicey. No, not Tijuana. Tihama.
Modern day Oman? Who knows? I don't know.
No, Oman's over here somewhere. Modern day Saudi Arabia.
Right, okay.
Basically, it's not quite far enough south to be Yemen. Right, the Outremer army has not chosen to join up with mine. So we'll probably be doing this attack on our own. But that should be okay. I need to keep half an eye on the incoming fleet and possibly divert it at the last minute. Just check I can find all of my armies and there aren't any surprise ones elsewhere. Yeah, that all looks good. We'll wait for this lot to come in. I'm not going to worry about whether we can complete this siege. Right, so let us just make sure we have some reasonably solid commanders everywhere. That one is mostly sitting still, so we'll give them a siege leader for now. So if we have that lot converge on Mecca, they'll arrive on the 30th of June. They'll arrive on the 14th of June, so we should have this lot hold back for a little bit. Until about the 50, oh yeah, sometime in June. Yeah, I think you're about right. Well, actually, let's just test. 21st, they need to wait another 9 days. th Right, everyone will now arrive in Mecca on the 30th of June. Right, well, we've managed to convert the majority of the population in Homs back to Catholicism. You should now probably, if you can move to Galilee, move to Galilee. You might not be allowed to, though. No. Oh, yes, okay, you can. That isn't Galilee, is it? I've been a stoat. Oh, well, have fun. Oh, we have another army here. Let's send that up into Oman. And release that. Right. That all looks reasonable. The Sultana of Abyssinia has created the Emirate of Godjam. That's nice. Mostly at the moment I'm interested in people murdering other people if it gives me an opportunity to put Catholics in prison. A holding in Tripoli might once have been under siege. Right, well, that was quite good for our war score. And we've captured a Lord Mayor whom we can ransom. What's the supply limit? Oh, the supply limit in Mecca is quite small. Right, supply limit in Medina is just about enough for that army unreinforced. Let's move the larger half of it back to Medina then. Actually, yeah, it's all mountains. I don't want to get into fights in mountains if I can avoid it. Oh, right, and we've now...
Only in a fit of pique.
Yes, thank you. They no longer have a attacker controls all their holdings because the Imperial troops have taken Tihama. So that's nice. We now, I think, mostly like that battle we managed to get nicely organised, and we should now be able to like clean up. If they're only putting 4,000 troops in there, it really shouldn't be very hard. So there seems to be a bit of uncertainty about what arms he's got. He appears to have this new shield which has yellow bits on, which is quite surprising. But he's not using that everywhere. Anyway, that does appear to be the main enemy army. So possibly we could usefully... All right, no, they're clearing out anyway. Good. My kinsman has asked me to spend some time with his wife. As is tradition, hoping it will put her mind at ease as the day of her labour draws near. He is also my... Oh no, he's a vassal of the Holy Roman Empire. You're sending me off to Scandinavia. Well, okay. Like, it's not like I'm a commander anyway. Right, that looks like there's an annoyingly large army being assembled there. We don't really want them to meet us. At least not in a mere desert. So this lot may have to move off northwards before they finish that siege, which will be kind of unfortunate. Unless we can work out a way to have them dance around this lot and head south into the mountains, which would obviously be nice. If this lot are approaching from Al Jalf, then we can get out quite quickly because we have smaller counties we could go to. Right, the county of Antioch has apparently converted. The wrong way. Let me send my... can I send my court chaplain there yet? No, because I sent him to the wrong county. Oh, so I'm in Kaiserin Helen's palace over in where is she at the moment? Yes, over in Kroneberg. Her palace is filled with relatives and maids, all surrounding the pregnant woman, gossiping and tending to her needs. Overall, it's a very lively and cheerful pastime, though more often than not the topics of conversation are beyond frivolous. So I can take advantage of this occasion to hone my already terrifying diplomacy, my not so good stewardship, or possibly my intrigue. Well, of those, my worst is my stewardship. So let me keep Helen pampered by spending my time caring for her needs and making sure she misses nothing, thus honing my stewardship. Unable to gain anything because Helen is much better at this than I am. She has terrible attributes throughout. Oh well, next child. But apparently I've irritated her. Yes, by the wrong way, I mean to proper Catholicism, as you might think of it, my dear Pope. Right, that's got quite a while to go. He is our best siege leader, isn't he? He is our only siege leader, in fact. Let's just check if we can find a better siege leader than 17. I mean, the best siege leader in the world only has Marshal 20. He is actually the second... Oh no, hang on, that's in the realm. Right, let's try again. The best siege leader in the world is a woman in Sakya with 24. Sadly, I'm only allowed to employ men as my commanders, which means that best we could get would be 18. So we can't really get a better siege leader. We can just get an approximately equivalent one. Yeah. They usually seem to survive all right. Right, so that lot will be arriving on the 10th of October, which is about 20 days away. That's at 22% morale, losing 6.6% every 12 days. So at best we're going to lose 12%. So we cannot complete this siege, annoyingly, in time to run away from that army. And I think we do want to run away from that army because they outnumber us by 1.6 to 1. So I think we do something like that and dance around them and hope that they don't work out how to compensate for that, which they might. And it's a pity about that siege, but more important not to lose my army. Okay, you've usurped something for reasons that are not obvious. And you, Emir of Taiz, who is at least the correct religion. You're trying to murder the Emir of Fars. I think I prefer to keep the current Emir, I'm afraid. They're now planning to march back across Al Jalf. Well, that should deplete them further. Oh yes, we should give this lot an organiser, shouldn't we? Because, oops, that wasn't what I meant. Because we really would like them to get back to the mountains before the enemy gets to the mountains. And the enemy is taking the straight route, and we're going a bit round the houses. And there are 5,000 troops already in the mountains. Well, that's inconvenient, isn't it? Let's stick our not very good siege leader in here to boost the speed of that siege, because we quite like to be able to flatten that lot with these armies put together, but in that case maybe I just go to a different mountainous province. What's the supply limit there? The supply limit there is fine. Let's instead head for that mountainous province that no one is currently besieging. That also gets my armies a bit closer together, which is probably good. My liege, my mission to Shiraz has so far been a success. See, this is one of the reasons I want to keep the Emir of Fars around. He's got decent martial skill and he likes me. Well, he does now, anyway. Do we know where the... Actually, we can ask where he is from here, can't we? Currently leading troops in El Al-Ula. That's there. Like, it is convenient to just capture the enemy leader. Well, let's get our mob into Khyber. Oh, now they've got 21,000 troops in Alula, though. Yeah, that's going to be a bit hard to push them out of. Maybe we should just do this by racing sieges. Right, we've taken Medina. The next one will be a bit slower. It's probably worth putting our siege leader in our biggest army, isn't it? Because I think that's where they will do the most good. Yeah, someone let a Catholic into a bishopric. They've been properly ejected. Someone's trying to kill someone else. He's trying to kill his wife. No, that's not acceptable. You are Catholic. Do I imprison him in case and then have him raise his flag in rebellion? He's an awfully long way away. Do I just tell him not to do it? He won't. Right, okay, we'll try to imprison him, and if we fail, then we may have another war on our hands. He has fled to the court of Count Charles. Does that mean he's now unlanded? Yes. Right, yeah, they've taken that. That's not entirely surprising. So what's going on in Vendôme now then? Do I even have a clear idea where Vendôme is? Right, it's that little one. Right, which now has a tiny little sheikh who is at least of the correct religion, because his father abdicated his title when I threatened to imprison him. He's just marked as inherited, but the father is still alive, so. You are also Catholic. Can we imprison you? Yes. We've already imprisoned her. Okay, that's fine. That's weird, but carry on. Right. Okay, yes, you have a terrifying amount of diplomacy. Malfrida Bestuchev Ryumin. Wonder if there's like one of my vassals whom we could sensibly marry you to. Preferably one who's like not 6 years old. I mean, the Duke of Axum might be all right, though he is the wrong religion. But maybe you'd be able to convert him. Go off to Axum. It should be fun there. Oh, peasants have just revolted underneath a 10,000 strong army of mine. Well, that was foolish of them.
Possibly they weren't paying attention.
They even get counted as, we even get the defensive bonus for our army having been there first. Well, it's a nice bit of practice, I suppose. 13 prestige, half a military technology point, and back to the siege. Yes, we were technically attacked in Kaibar. Right, so we can banish her. Not that does a lot of... Does that mean she... Yeah, she is just one of our courtiers. Can we thus also just demand a conversion of her? No. Well, let's banish her then. Well, you're so, I suppose they are. You are on your territory. That's why you're reinforcing, in that you control the county capital, but don't actually control anything else in that county. Or you own the county capital and don't own anything else in that county. Right. This is all a fairly plodding war at this stage, because we're all sitting in mountains besieging one another's castles. Right, what else could we build in Spoleto while we're here? Nothing. Yes, well, hang on, Spoleto's already mountainous, isn't it? Yes, we don't need to build mountains in Spoleto, they're already there. But the curious thing is that mountains actually make somewhere easier to besiege, because your army in the mountains gets defensive bonuses, and the fortress that you're besieging doesn't.
I mean, I suppose if you're throwing rocks from the top of the mountain onto the fortress, then they're in manpower.
Yes. It's more that you have a defensive bonus against anyone who tries to get you out. There's a new... the Dukes of Anjou are nothing if not optimistic. Declared the Angevin holy war for Blois on Duke Roubaud of, I think, Blois. Yes. Which, might be just about feasible, were it not for the fact that Blois probably has the entire might of the Catholic world behind it, and the Angevins don't have me. Excellent. The Lord Mayor of Zaila has converted to Fraticelliism, as all good people should. Though we do rather need to deal with some of our dukes being the wrong religion by one means or another. So where are you going? You're going to High Hill, but you're going to be you're going to Al Jalf. High Hills Desert. Annual movement locked into there. Tempting to send all of this lot in there. That's not quite enough, really. Let's get you lot heading out there, so that then you can head in. Well, actually, maybe we just send you straight to Hyle. You'll go via Medina, won't you? Yeah. Let's go for piling that lot in there, making sure that we have who's going to arrive first. 10th, 6th. Let's put our best commanders in here. But then actually pause that one for a couple of days. Then set them moving. So then those two will arrive fairly early, which might be just about enough, and then this lot will provide reinforcements. That lot therefore definitely want to have, yeah, they've got organisers. That should be fine. Maybe. Also, if those 6,000 Imperial troops were to, like, hang around for a bit, which they won't, no, that would make things really easy. Sadly. Okay, we're doing all right even before the reinforcements arrive. And now the reinforcements are here, which should make things even more effective. Right, well, that was worth 22% war score. We're at war with Britannia somehow. Right. Yeah, well, I'm not sure we can win that one. So is it going to be better to
I missed the title of that. Was the British only go for where?
Portucale, which I think is Portugal more or less, northern Portugal in the modern world. Right, it's not much better to take back our own territory versus besieging some of theirs, so let us put our armies back into besieging their stuff, because that way we don't have to deal with a level 7.5 fort.
That would be a hard-fought battle.
Yes, it's all cities in Medina and Khaybar, which will be better for us. Ruprecht is lying to me. Okay, go on, keep your natural traits, I don't care.
I'm trying to think what else that reminds me of forts having numeric levels, and I think it's the Assassin's Creed You're on a Boat games.
Yes.
Black Flag and the other one. Yeah.
We should put at least one of our siege leaders in here, shouldn't we? Sorry, we should put our siege leader, one siege leader in one of these places. I do know what I'm talking about, really. There appears to be a tiny enemy army besieging Taif because it has no troops in it. Let's just briefly dispatch a slightly less tiny army of ours to make sure they don't get anywhere with that. They ran away. Oh, there's an awful lot of messages for me. Maybe one of those was of importance. No, no. Oh, I can't stop you and I can't imprison you. Bah. Well, that's a pity. Yes. Right, 85%. Oh, someone's taking Canterbury off us. Oh, the British have taken Canterbury off us. Well, I suppose that's to be expected, really. I mean, taken off us as in besieged.
Surely that just means they're trained over.
Something like that, yes.
Army come back to try to.
This one is coming back to try to be a nuisance. Why don't I have anyone in these roles? Let's put someone in these roles. Anyway, apparently we've lost a commander. Prince Ferdinand's all right, but he's also like meant to be my successor. Grab Prince Kuno, he'll do. Yes, that army's coming back. Right, well, conveniently this lot are pretty much in between sieges. Actually, no, we should stay in Medina until that lot of movement locked, as is traditional. The Doge of Amalfi has died. Okay, did I know him? Apparently I knew him. All right, I think his wife was, right, he's my son-in-law. And his wife has thus come back to my court. one interesting I can marry her to. Oh, no one. They all seem to be like either count or lower, or vassals of something big. The Jarl of Island might be quite fun. Off to Island. They've already got an organiser. So Valpurga has left my court again. Right, let's make sure this lot have a good set of commanders. We have been attacked. We've got our reinforcements in there in time, despite having to wait until the enemy were movement locked first. We've got 2 narrow flanks and some solid commanders. This should not be a problem. Homs is proving complicated because, oh no, presumably, yeah, someone was the wrong religion. Ah, the war has ended. Don't know why. There is, however, an 11,000 strong British army in Acre, my capital.
Well, you probably sort of home pretty quickly.
Well, no, it's the war against the British hasn't finished.
Ah.
I should probably, in fact, actually, I'm probably not technically at war at the moment. Let's have a look through my vassals and find the ones that need persuasion. He is a true believer. We don't know of a good plot on his part. He is the wrong religion. I think we could sort by opinion and then look at the lower ones to find people who are problematically religious or vice versa. He is still not imprisonable. He is actually the correct religion. He's just in a city. So is he, well, the correct religion at least. We already checked Trejordan. We have.
Oh, yes. It's not purple, but it is tea.
Okay, we don't seem to have that many incorrectly religious vassals. And most of them look like they can't be converted or imprisoned. So, right. In that case, we may as well officially join this war.
About 10 years till the end of time now?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to move my capital while we were at I was technically at peace. Oh well. Possibly I should have piled this lot onto a ship. Oh well, I think it's a bit late now. Also, there are now 23,000 enemy troops in Acre. I think we need to make sure we arrive at about the same time as the Imperial Army. 31,000 British troops in Acre. Yeah, it's somewhat higher than the supply limit. We mostly, I think, just have to wait. They'll all die of starvation. Well, at least 10,000 of them will die of starvation. Hello, Imperial Army. I didn't mean for you to wait down there. If I go and visit the Imperial Army, we're a bit short of supply limit too. Maybe, no, go via the coast where the supply limit's sensible. Can we then pick up that Imperial Army? I suppose we don't really want to pick them up directly, do we? Because then we'll be over supply limit all the way. Let's see what happens. Eginolf has turned out kind of all right. Now it looks like the Imperial Army won't join us anyway. So at the moment what we want to do is to wait while we reinforce and the British Army slowly suffers attrition. Because we're gaining 1,000 soldiers a month and they're losing 15% of their soldiers a month. And while both of these numbers will drop a bit, it will still accrue to our advantage. And then at some point, my superior commanders will probably be all that I need. It would be nice if the Imperial troops came to help, but I probably want to move in pretty soon because they're going to finish besieging their first place. And it would be nice if I didn't have to besiege it back again. Now we can wait a bit. Let's see what the Empire does with that lot. Nothing useful, right? Well, then maybe we should take our life in our hands and march into Acre and see what happens. Like they are a rather bigger army than ours. Do I just wait a bit and accept that we're going to have to besiege Acre back? Because the odds get better the longer I leave it. And in particular, they're going to have to leave a garrison in Acre, so when they win the siege, they'll lose some troops as well. Yeah, I'm going to wait for us to lose Acre and then take them on. And then we'll reclaim Acre. Arsuf, rather. Right. Let's march in there now and hope that my superior commanders are all it takes. This is definitely a bit dodgy. My court chaplain's been attacked by heathens in Antioch.
That's okay, he could have defended himself with the Holy Hand Grenade.
Possibly, yes. Pretty sure the Emir of Galilee was Catholic last time I looked. Excellent. Well, we seem to be doing all right, just about. That left flank is going to be dicey. We just won it. The centre should be okay. In the chaos surrounding the Battle of Arsuf, my men cornered Bishop Ordgar of Coventry, who was cut down with ease. The symbols of high rank on his uniform apparently went unnoticed until a soldier stumbled over his corpse. Well, he seems still to be alive at the moment, but presumably he won't survive the battle.
That looks to have gone pretty well, actually.
Yes. Only 6.1% war score for it, sadly. Is there some enormous... He does have 50,000 troops still. Still feels a bit stingy. But we should probably retrieve Arsuf.
What's that pile of troops almost the same size as yours? Is that...
That's the fleeing British army.
I was confused because it looked as if they only had 2,000 troops left by the end.
The number that appears on there is the number of troops still fighting, which is not the same as the number still alive.
You didn't, in fact, wipe them all out. You just caused most of them to have run away by the end.
Yes. So the little green and red meters in each flank indicate the morale of the troops. So you don't have to kill them all. You merely have to reduce their morale to 0, at which point they will flee. And then you can kill quite a lot of them while their backs are turned. But still, a decent-sized army usually ends up running out. Like they started with 26,000, and they're now down to 12,000. I have been reading Ars Moriendi, and it claims that death is not something a true Christian should be afraid of. So I can say that I have avoided temptations, lose 1 health, gain 100 piety. Or I'm just a poor sinner, lose 10 piety and lose 2 health. Well, I think I will have avoided temptations.
He's just a poor sinner from a book now.
Yes, it shouldn't take very long to push this fort over, but let's get a siege leader in to speed it up. Apparently it is going to be quite slow, despite there only being 419 troops to defend it. So what are those Imperial troops doing anyway? Right, it looks like we're now getting a fair amount of war score from controlling Portocale. Oh, except we've just lost it. Which was making me think I probably want to send my troops out there to defend it. Yeah, they've only got 4,000 troops out there. Right, let's find ourselves enough ships to transport 15,000 troops, or however many we're going to have by then.
Not a sensible route.
And then I think we send this army out to Portugal itself to defend it. Because ultimately, a good way to win a holy war is simply to hold on to the contested territory. And the British troops appear to be largely over here.
Overpaid.
Possibly, oops, that was not the correct button. Bishop Ordgar of Coventry, oh, I don't know why I'm mentioning him. He was somehow involved. Who are you trying to kill? Yeah, go on. It's probably not exciting. Yes. Fabricating a claim. Killing someone else. Better castle infrastructure in Acre. Which does now mean that we can build a militia training ground in Acre, or improve the militia training ground in Acre. Right, let's stick you lot on that ship and head you over. Oh, now the British have 25,000 troops there. Well, that's a bit fiddlier.
Well, it's possible they've noticed what your plan is, or anticipated it.
Well, let's get some troops over there anyway. I mean, maybe we could pick up some mercenaries. Like, it'd be nice if we could just pick up some more Imperial troops, frankly, but they're just standing around in El Arish doing nothing. We appear to have at least some we might be able to raise. Let's see what that gets us. That got us 18 troops. That's not very helpful. It got us a few hundred. Yeah, okay, that's not helpful either. So we could like hire the Swiss company for a decent amount of time, and that would give us another. Actually, we should pick a number of troops we can fit on these ships. Well, no, we can bring in more ships, can't we? If we need to. Yes. We'll stay here for a moment. Oh no, our mercenaries, of course, will turn up in Rome anyway. Or rather in Spoleto. So let's wait for those ships to depart. Actually, is it worth No, it's not really worth dismissing my domain troops from here. So yeah, once those fleets are like, actually we may as well wait more or less for them to arrive. No, we need to walk down from the county of Wadi Musa has become Waldensian. Well, that's weird. Right, let's raise.
Oh, it's been a while since I had to look up accuracy in this game.
Let's raise. Oh, I didn't mean to raise the White Company, though it might be a bit expensive to run. Oh well. Let's see if we can use them and get rid of them again before we run out of money. Okay, I haven't actually got enough troops here. Boats here, that's enough boats because I raised the wrong mercenary company. Right, you lot, all of you over to Santiago. You'll just about fit in the supply limit there. Yeah, he's got 8,000 hired troops as well. There's not actually a noticeable attrition there. Let's give their morale a few days to recover. And then march in there and drive out the British before we run out of money. It's a very large battle. But like, at least our army is definitely big enough. Okay, my marshal has actually died a natural death. He didn't well, he may have died on the battlefield, but he died by entirely natural means on the battlefield. Right. 19% war score for that one, that's nice. Now, our supply limit there is 29,000. We have 32,000, so let's just go for a simple split in. No, it was meant to be a simple split in half, only I pressed the wrong button. And grab half of them and march them into British territory. Actually, isn't there still a British... No, there isn't still a British fort there. There is... I thought there was a British fort somewhere in one of my counties, but maybe there isn't anymore. Right. And you, Emir of Damascus, who is at least the correct religion. lots of fairly unexciting messages. Yeah, someone's besieging us somewhere over here, presumably because we're no longer actually defending it. Eganolf can get married. Yeah, go and get married.
Hello.
Oh, yes, we need to find a new marshal and or commander. Well, he'll do. This one definitely wants, oh, it already has a siege leader, good. Right, so get Porto back. Oh, they've come out of shattered retreat pretty quickly, and there's another 130 British troops on their way. No, 130 British ships. Right, he wants to become a commander and be converted to the correct religion. Oh, they've just dropped off 1,200 troops straight on into my army of 17,000. Well, that's fine. Yeah, be charitable. That's another 2.9% war score from a pointless battle. Where's this British army going then? I mean, we know they're going to Braganza. Okay, they are actually just besieging Braganza. Right, well, that's fine.
Did they just splat 7 Imperial troops?
I don't think they were Imperial ones, but yes. They splatted some tiny army that popped up there. Right, I think I want to finish the siege of Porto, and then we'll see about sending. Actually, maybe we could. Oh, yeah. No, not by that route. That would be silly. I was wondering about sending them here, but frankly, the siege in Porto will be over soon. All right, there's still another thing we need to take there. That lot are not going to successfully besiege anything anytime soon. Actually, let's check. That's 5.1% every N days. That's 17%. So yeah, we'll be there well before them. Maybe it's worth sending this lot round the back to a slightly softer fort. Go on. I'm not always the most decisive commander. Oh, who won that? I was not paying attention. Probably the wrong person. Yep, Blois still appears to be independent. That siege is over half finished. Oh right, there's a rather low supply limit there. No, I didn't mean to send all of them there. It's just turning into a mess. Also, the supply limit's recovered because the winter's ended. Oh, they've dropped off another 8,500 troops on me. Thank you.
This is a very confusing.
All right, that lot and the lot in Braganza are now actually attacking me. Right. In that case, we should try to provide some reinforcements for them, for my troops. Right, Ruprecht has become a grey eminence and is betrothed to the Queen of Al Jazeera. Yes, okay. Apparently she needs a guardian. Am I available? Yes. I mean, this battle should be worth quite a bit of war score when it finally ends.
That's going pretty well even without
Yes.
reinforcements.
We'll keep him. He's got too much martial to be worth releasing. Right, so supply limit there, 31,000 at the moment. So actually, once the enemy have cleared out, we've just about enough supply limit for all of our troops. But we're going to be reinforcing at a pretty decent rate. So let's grab one of those armies and march them out again.
Right, good news.
Right.
See you tomorrow.
All right, we've now finished besieging all of their stuff, so actually, which of our armies has the White Company in it? Mostly that one. Since everyone here is still in the same, well, they're not quite still in the same county. Let's take that lot and send. No, I don't care. Oh no, we are actually almost out of money. Right. Let's merge all the one. Find the three branches of the White Company, split them off. Into more or less their own armies. And send them off on a slightly doomed, well, not actually doomed, but on an attempt at assaulting a convenient holding. Wasn't actually what I meant. Too many armies. That one is just the White Company. Excellent. So they can go to there. They who are not the White Company could go somewhere else. Oh, have I got this wrong? Oh, it's there that's a... Oh well, we're going to hurl you against a bunch of British troops anyway. The Emperor's over there. Maybe we'll be able to capture him. Oh, we'll need slightly more than that, especially since that's hills. Right, everyone get in there. Ideally, we'll capture the British Emperor. Who is currently commanding their centre. We will dismiss the White Company at the end of this battle, however many of them survive. Oh, we just found a load of money. Excellent. Right, we won't dismiss the White Company just yet. Possibly because my son died of the Great Pox, and so I inherited his fortune. Antioch has become Fraticelli again. That's nice. Who are you trying to murder? Oh, you're murdering a Catholic. Well, get on with it. Right. Well, that got us some war score, and I can just about still afford the White Company. Pause. Let me sort this out. So which of these armies... That army is 2 parts of the White Company and like 7 others. That army is the other part of the White Company, which means that that army is not. Those ones can march out. The ones who are left can then be merged and consist basically of the White Company, and so we will get them to assault Tineo. In order to reduce their numbers a bit. Let's find someone to teach him. Am I available? I still am, yes. He's a Dispoleto. Obviously my job to teach him. I'll wait for my... Oh, sorry. They're mercenaries. We can't afford to run them for very long anyway. Right. Well, that burnt some of the mercenaries. That lot appear to be too few to actually be useful, so let's send them round there. Sadly, we now can't assault this because it has too high a fort level. And essentially everywhere we could conveniently think about assaulting has too high a fort level. If any of the British armies stop fleeing, we can go and squish them. Lots of fairly uninteresting messages. The kitchen is truly a wonderful place, filled with delicious things and smells, but it worries me that Rutger spends all his time here when he should be practicing sword fighting and learning how to rule. He's not going to rule anything. But like, it's probably good that he becomes brave. He became craven instead. What a pity. Okay, my daughter Valpurga apparently managed to lose the Jarl of Iceland pretty quickly. Yeah, go on, marry Prince Ludwig of Ghana. Right, there does now appear to be an intact British army, a fightable British army over here. And since I'm going to lose the White Company pretty soon, let's send them that way and see what, if anything, they can accomplish out there before I have to dismiss them. Well, yes, I think the White Company cannot be kept on any longer than this battle.
Because you will run out of cash.
Yes. But they get to fight one last battle, glorious battle for me. Okay, I'm slowly getting less negative cash. Minus 35.
But you...
Minus 34. Minus 31.
Pity there's not a siege that you can win with.
Oh, if I can I disband the White Company while they're about to, just before they apparently lose, it turns out, this battle.
Maybe.
Like, can I click this button and they'll just evaporate and I won't officially lose the battle? Let's try it. Oh. Apparently it doesn't work. Right, okay, now can I dismiss them? Yes, right, good. Like, we do have a 100% war score though, so hopefully my liege will end this war because I'm out of money. Oh, back up to visit Kaiserin Helene. Right, and we won that holy war. Right, let's march those troops back into my territory and dismiss them. Who are you trying to kill? Whatever. Whatever. Right. Oh, Oh, I can become. I've never realised what a great woman Helene is, but spending all these afternoons talking with her has really changed my mind. Helene is now my friend, and we get some technology points. Right. Can we please have a non-negative amount of money? Oh yes, I should move my capital back to somewhere sensible, shouldn't I? Because I think I can do that now.
You've got somewhere that you've got a county somewhere that isn't
Spoleto, yes.
I was about to go with Belgium, but you know.
Not quite.
Spoleto.
That should be good for the number of vassal troops I can raise. Happily, it looks like my liege is dealing with the peasant revolt. There's not much I can do until my money gets back up to 0. So I shall do that, but it is then 5 past midnight, so we will probably not go on much longer, even though...
I mean, if nothing much is what year is it?
1446. Oh, well, let's read the Quran.
No, 6 years. 7 years to the end of time.
And reaffirm confidence in my own beliefs.
Which might indeed be a moment to stop.
Minus 20. Let's just get up to 0 money. Oh, the peasants are revolting in Wadi Musa again.
Well, that's because they're complaining because you've got no money.
Well, also, the relevant duke is the wrong religion. Oh, okay. Only Catholic vassals will object if I revoke his title. Maybe I should start doing that. I mean, admittedly, he may then revolt, but like... Looks like he'll just accept it, actually. His proper heir is Fraticelli, so maybe I can even grant it to her. Egwene Gospatric's daughter. Yeah, we'll have your title. Yeah. Your title has been revoked. Well, I'd like to grant her... Oh, right, he still holds the county title. If I revoke the county title, similarly, only Catholic vassals will object. And then I'll have the county in my hands, so I can give it to his daughter. Right, so we can make her the new Emira of Jourdain, as she is the correct religion. might be able to do that with the Emir of Galilee as well. No, he got fixed automatically, didn't he, by some means? Yes, he's fine.
It might be the natural operation of your chaplain, of course.
Possibly, yes.
You might have put it in the right place even there.
Oh, right. Wadi Musa is a Waldensian, right? Let's just send my court chaplain to Wadi Musa to fix it. That's why it keeps being such a
There's only
nuisance.
one Catholic heresy, and that is Fratricellism, which is no heresy, etc.
Yes, precisely. Right. Good night. I think at this point we have kind of got things organised. And it's probably time, unless I'm going to do some more of that. Oh, I can't sort these by opinion. Oh, I can, yes, it's over there. The people who hate me are not actually necessarily he's Catholic. Got 3 counties. Let's not do that today. Let's think about doing that later, because it's going to involve too much thought and it's too late at night. So instead I will say that is probably it for now. We will come back and revoke everyone's counties and try to make the kingdom a more sensible religious make-up. Oh gods, we're at war with Italy. Oh right, it's an embargo war, I don't care. Right, yes, we will come back next time, on which what will probably be the final session, and try to fix some of our local religious problems, and maybe do something else, who knows. Until then, good night.